When I was small, my favourite book was Peter Pan. My dad used to read it to me all the time. I remember Captain Hook says that death would be an awfully big adventure. An awfully big adventure. I'm dead. That might sound like a stupid thing to say, but it's true. Dead. That's a funny word, dead. Hard to say when you're alive. Even harder when you're not. My mother can't say it. Susan's in heaven, she says. My dad says Susan's no longer with us. My brother says nothing at all. And Nicky talks about nothing else. I suppose I'm alive too, in people's memories, and their dreams. I'm a face in a school photo, a name on a gravestone, a voice in an answering machine. Dad wanted to get rid of that, but Mum said no. She phones home from Tesco's and cries, then rushes home to wipe away her tears. Too young, she tells anyone that will listen. My baby. You probably think I'm here to scare you. The ghosts from the past come to implore you not to make the same mistakes I did. Well, I'm not. Why should I care? I'm dead. It wasn't a heroic death, not like I imagined. Not like Joan of Arc or Anne Frank. A shitty kind of death. Puking and shivering. I didn't think it would happen to me. I'd done it before. Ecstasy. We all had. Lots of times. Nicky took the same as me. 1.5 tabs. And she had a great time. Apart from me. I suppose it's a lottery. A big adventure. It had the makings of a great night. Me and Nicky just back from the camping and out with the gang and raring to get out of our heads. I was always one for adventure. I'd try anything once. I felt fine at first. Came up nice and easy. Happy buzz. Hugging everyone. Nicky especially. Best friends, me and Nicky. Me and Nicky hugging. Then dancing real fast. Then I started getting hot. Real hot. Boiling. Water. God, I drank gallons of it. It made no difference. I was sweating like a pig. Then I started shaking. I couldn't stop. My head went foggy. I went out for air, but it didn't help. Water. I needed more water. Jesus, I was hot. Oh, my shirt was drenched with sweat. In the toilet, I puked. My muscles started to spasm. Pains in my bones. Jerking and jerking. That's the last thing I remember. Other stuff I know from the inquest. The papers. On the floor in the toilet, I was spitting and kicking. I pissed myself. Glad I missed that. Nicky didn't. At the hospital, they took my temperature. 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit. It may have been higher. They don't know. That's as high as the thermometer goes. They diagnosed renal, cardiac and respiratory failure. In other words, my kidneys, heart and lungs were all fucked. Still, it took me 40 hours to die. An awfully big adventure. My parents were there, and Nicky. I was pronounced dead at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 evenings after me and Nicky took the E's. Afterwards they cut me open, like a frog in the science room, poking and scraping. My lungs were full of blood. There was more internal bleeding. Blood in my bladder. At the inquest, the juries returned the verdict of death by misadventure. An awfully big misadventure. Dad drinks more than he should. And Nicky can't sleep. She keeps wondering why it wasn't her. 1.5 tabs for me and 1.5 tabs for her. You see, every E is a different story. It's a lottery. A big adventure. Shaking, puking, screaming, pissing, bleeding, choking, drowning, dying. An awfully big adventure.